Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session with me, Aziz Gul. And the theme of today's live session is billionaire thinking. That's right. Tonight's session, the theme is billionaire thinking. And I want to just start off by saying that I feel like this is a really important topic because I think as entrepreneurs, we often don't think big enough, right? And, such a powerful element of being an entrepreneur is vision and having a persuasive vision, a big, hairy, audacious goal that goes far, far, far beyond the realm of what other people think is possible, right? It's about actually making the impossible possible. And I kind of want to drive this home with the story that I heard today. So there's a famous story about Elon Musk, and he was on private jet with all of his engineers, um, and they were looking at the rollout of a new element for the Tesla design, and they were kind of discussing timelines, and they basically informed Elon that this rollout would take another 6 months. And at that point, Elon stopped them. He instructed the pilot to turn around the plane and go to the warehouse facility, to the factory, the manufacturing plant. And he said, we will go there and we will not leave until we've solved this design problem. And 24 hours later, they had created the updated design. They had delivered on what they thought would take 6 months in 24 hours. And this is why thinking like a billionaire is so important, because it allows us to manufacture, to bring to reality, to manifest what others believe to be impossible. And I think that there's no better time than right now to discuss this topic, because I think that a lot of us out there as entrepreneurs, as business owners, are struggling because we're stuck in the minutiae of the everyday. And if we do not break this pattern, if we do not start doing things differently, start thinking differently, start thinking like billionaires, our results are not going to change. We are going to remain stuck. We are going to continue to be frustrated. We are not going to break through that glass ceiling. And when we get stuck, we are not growing. And when we are not growing, we are dying. We cannot stay the same. And so, why am I the right person to be speaking to you about this? And the short answer is because I've spent more than a decade studying this, immersed in this, doing this day in and day out, growing businesses, advising business owners, being a trusted advisor to CEOs, and creating wealth and studying wealth creation and being party and parcel to the capital markets and raising capital and putting together investment funds and advising on deal flow and deal origination and deal diligence. And so I want to compact that more than a decade of experience, and I want to download it into your brain as fast as possible so that you can buy speed, so that you can save time, so that you can save money. And so I was actually, before this call, making a list of some of the kind of key ideas that I've experienced when it comes to billionaires and how they think. And I want to kind of just pick out 3 to 5 of these big, hairy, audacious goals for us to focus on tonight. And the ones that I'd like to focus on are that billionaires only do and focus and make a priority what is urgent and what is important. Everything else in their lives, everything else in their business is either delegated or deleted. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to point out is that billionaires don't not make mistakes. They are not perfect, but they are not focused on perfection either. They are focused on progress because they understand that perfection is the enemy of profit. And so instead of focusing on perfection, they focus on progress. So it's not that they don't make mistakes. They do make mistakes. It's just that they learn from their mistakes. They create a feedback loop in their system so that they never make the same mistake twice. And that is what makes them get 1% better each and every day. You know, like I was telling a client the other day, you know, you could focus on doubling your revenue in the next 4 years, doubling your revenue in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years. But if you just focus on being 3% better every single month, you will naturally deliver 2x your revenue in the next 2 years. You can double, right? So billionaires don't not make mistakes. They do make mistakes, but they create a feedback loop to create consistent progress, to learn from those mistakes so that they don't repeat their mistakes. Because those of you that have been in the game long enough understand that life, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, will keep teaching you the same lesson until you learn it. You will keep finding yourself in the same problems, facing the same challenges until you learn the lesson and figure out that there is a better way. Right? The second thing about, or the third thing about billionaires is that billionaires love speed, or they understand that money loves speed. And so while you are reviewing a potential deal, a potential opportunity, a potential investment, while you're taking it to committee, while you're doing your diligence and your site visits, the billionaires already acted. The billionaires already made 3, 4, 5 mistakes and figured out that there is a better way, right? So they are people of action and they take action quickly. And dovetailing with this is that they are people of decision. They are decisive people, right? Because they understand that money loves decisiveness. And so they are prepared to act. They are more focused on making a decision than making the right decision. And that's number 4, right? Because they understand that either I win or I learn. But whether I win or I learn, I win. There is no lose. And I think the last one, number 5, that I want to cover tonight is that billionaires are single-mindedly focused. They are effectively, one-trick ponies. They do one thing very, very well. They have created deep mastery in one very particular aspect of life or business or a solution, and they do it over and over and over again. And they are not diversified. They are concentrated. They concentrate their risk, they double down, and, they get deep, deep mastery that way. And so the way that they create this mastery is by investing in themselves, in investing in their skill sets, in investing in their team, in investing in the edge, right? They lean into it. They're not looking to create multiple passive streams of income. Yes, they will do that once they become billionaires, But the road to getting there was to concentrate risk on one very singular opportunity and take it to its maximum capacity before they move to the next thing. Right? And I think as a bonus, I'll give you one more, number 6. And that number 6 is that billionaires, they don't build the product they want. They reverse engineer an offer that market demands. So they first quantify the demand before they create the opportunity, right? And I think this comes back to something I've touched on before, which is, first-time entrepreneurs, they're always very focused on product and the offer and the opportunity and getting it perfect, like we just mentioned, where billionaires understand that as serial entrepreneurs, product is not the answer. The answer is distribution, because you can have the best product in the world, but if you've not cracked distribution, you will never be able to monetize your offer. And it's not about who has the best offer, but who has the best known offer is the one that wins. So those are my 5 insights into billionaire thinking for today's live, with your bonus one, which I thought I'd add in there. And then the kind of next thing that I want to talk about is how you implement these 6 insights into your life, how you immerse yourself in billionaire thinking so that you can make the mindset shift to get different results, to get better results from what you're getting now, and kind of get to that next level in your business growth, in your net worth, in your wealth creation journey. And so the first thing that I'll recommend that you do is, create a matrix and take your to-do list and map it on that matrix and identify what on your to-do list is important, what on your to-do list is urgent, what on your to-do list can be delegated, and what can be deleted. That's the first thing. The second thing is that I want you to focus on progress, not perfection. And I want you to create this feedback loop where you test and you measure and you refine, right? Because only things that get measured get improved. So make time in your week, every single week, to identify 3 or 4 core areas of the business that you want to measure, the most important numbers per department, the mind, right? And I want you to measure those numbers each and every week so that you can create that feedback loop in your business to constantly be in a state of improvement, right? And then from the point of view of being single-mindedly focused, if you are currently right now working on 2, 3, 4, 5 projects, I would challenge you to draw 3 columns and label the first column money now, the second column money future, and the third column money later. And money now is obviously money right now today. Money future, money 30 days. And money later is kind of, in the next 6 to 12 months, those big game-changing projects. And all the things that you're working on, slot them into those columns. And ensure that you aren't so focused on that game-changing deal that's 6 to 12 months out that you aren't able to keep the lights on today. You aren't able to generate money now to support yourself and your team and your family. Because that's not playing the long game. That's actually being short-sighted, right? And if you're too focused on money now and you're not generating recurring revenue through money future, and you're not working on that game-changing deal that's going to actually transform the trajectory of your business, then you are also setting yourself up for failure. And so this is not about deleting, but about prioritizing and about creating balance in terms of your energy and your effort and where you deciding to focus and invest both your time and your finances in order to reach that financial freedom and in order to, grow your business ultimately and, your wealth and your net worth. So I would also challenge you to not work on more than one opportunity at one time because you need single-minded focus. And so this requires you to fill the glass completely before you start filling the next glass. Let the first glass overflow. Let the first opportunity be maxed out in terms of total addressable market, in terms of market share, before you move then to the next opportunity. Because if you diversify your efforts, you also dilute your results, right? And the final thing that I want to say in terms of the how is that before you go out and you try and build this amazing thing that you think the world must have and the world must need, and you can't believe that no one's ever thought about it before, I would argue and say that everything's already been invented. And our purpose here is not to invent, but to innovate, right? It's to improve. And so you need to look at established wealth paths, like we've spoken about before. Look at what's getting people there. Identify a problem. Like Kevin O'Leary says, people don't want to walk bare feet, so that's why they spend money on shoes. It's quite simple. So identify a problem, a need, a demand that already exists, that many people need, and hopefully many people need on a recurring basis, and then find a way to create a solution that supplies that need, as opposed to building a product and then going to try to find a market. Hey, Tashri, thanks for joining us. And give you a wave. Well, Thornhill Matthew, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. So yeah, those are the tips. And I think as a next step, after you've implemented some of that, how after you've gained more capacity, after you've settled down your focus, after you are primed yourself to take the next step, then I would recommend join the Accelerate with Aziz community. The next event that we have coming up in about 6 weeks' time is our masterclass. It's a design thinking masterclass. It's about how solving one problem in your business can triple your revenue in the next 90 days. And we'll be taking you through step by step, myself as well as Serena Edold, who's a design thinking expert out of Europe. And the two of us will be taking you through step by step what you need to do to be able to identify the ideal market for the product that you have or the solution that you're offering, and to be able to align it with that market in a way that it is an irresistible offer, and you increase and optimize conversion so that you can get better results than you're getting right now. So if you're looking for the next step, if you're looking for someone to hold your hand, if you're looking for someone to help you and show you exactly how to do this step by step, then I would recommend to you join the masterclass. It's coming up in 6 weeks, and we still have pre-sale pricing going right now. The price will be going up soon. So if you're looking to get in at special pricing, do that now. Seats are limited, and we probably won't be offering this one again in this format. And so, be sure to grab your spot, because I think it will be one that is going to completely transform the way that you see your business, the way you think about your business, and hopefully deliver a shift for you that will get you thinking like a billionaire and also start delivering billionaire results. Because remember that you need to become a billionaire before you can make $1 billion. And I'm going to leave it right there tonight. Thanks to all of you for joining. Thank you to the Accelerate with Aziz for your ongoing support. And all of you guys here in the Instagram community. I appreciate you guys. If you guys did miss any of this tonight, The recording will be on YouTube, on our channel at Aziz Gul, and then the recording will also be on the Instagram. And if you want to grab or snag your pre-sale special offer on the masterclass, the link is in my bio. Till next time, ciao.